Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Mick Foley.
Tonight, it's all-out robot rebellion. Chaos reigns supreme, and it's non-stop action as our bots battle head-to-head for the right to face the ultimate test. Tonight, if they survive and advance, the Extreme Warriors are going to team up and take on the ultimate, most deadly killing machines in the robot world. The kings of our robot castle, the dreaded House Robots. Can anyone overcome this most extreme of challenges? There's only one way to find out. Let's go to Rebecca in the pits.
Thanks, Mick. Our robots have been pushed around, shoved around, and tonight they say no more. They're joining forces to find out which one is the best of the best. Top four are going against the house bots. Back up to you, Mick.
They sound like they've got a lot of fight in them. They're going to need it because this is what's waiting for them.
All right, Mick, let's meet the masters of disaster, the house robots. First up, we got Dead Metal at over 250 pounds, and Dead Metal's exactly what you'll be if you get anywhere near those pneumatic pincers or that 3,000 revs per minute circular saw. Next up, we got Shunt, maybe a little lighter at 220 pounds, but has a diamond edge axe for a force of over half a ton per square inch. Then we got Matilda, the mechanical mother of them all, with a chainsaw turning at 3,000 RPM and hydraulic tusks. You better believe that mother knows best. Next up, we got Sergeant Bash. It'll have the recruits trembling in their boots. At 260 pounds, armed with a regulation flamethrower, Bash is one drilling structure you don't want to fire up. Please, Sir Killalot, the one who keeps all the roboteers up at night, at 600 pounds, with a turning drill and a fearsome hydraulic claw to spike through armor and bisect axles. This is one serious fright night.
We've got 8 bots and 4 straight one-on-one rumbles. The 4 winners move on to team up against the 2 house robots. Why would anyone want to do that? Are they crazy? Or do they know something we don't? What do they have that no robot has had before? We're about to find out. Let's do it!
All right, Mick, here's how it's going to look for the Eliminators. 4 of these guys are going to make it through to fight the house robots in the final. And first up, Silverbox and Close Enough, who are down in the pits with the gorgeous Rebecca.
Taking you through the entrance here to the war zone as we get into Robot Rebellion. Let's meet our first 2 teams in the first heat. We have Team Vicious. Team Vicious, you think you can get through close enough here to kill those house bots off, or what?
We're sure gonna try.
How you gonna do it? Close Enough's definitely bigger than you guys.
Hey, bigger they are, the harder they fall, yeah?
All right, we'll have to see in which house bot you think would crunch the best.
Sir Killalot, I think. I mean, he's the biggest. He's the one everyone wants to fight. Let's do it.
That's a tall order. Look at the size of you and Sir Killalot. I don't know.
David and Goliath?
All right, we'll see. We got Close Enough over here. What do you think your chances are up against Team Vicious?
All I have to do is disable that blade in the front, and then they're just toast.
All right, we'll see what happens.
From Redondo Beach, California, Silverbox.
Well, let's get a look at these stats for the first bout. Silverbox in at 174 pounds with 2 28-volt electric motors, lethal rotating disc, and heavily armored, but has yet to prove itself.
From Omaha, Nebraska, Close Enough.
And then we've got Close Enough at 220 pounds, 2 cycle gas motors, and ramming teeth that don't look like they're going to do too much, but it's low to the ground, so you never know.
Hello, I'm Dave. I'm the captain of Real Men Don't Need Instructions. My brother Alan and my wife Brenda make up the rest of the team. Our bot is close enough, and we're hoping to make parts fly.
Roboteers, stand by.
And there's Silverbox with Ron Holmes and Mike Regan at the control out of Redondo Beach, California. And there's Close Enough with David Gilson and Brenda Gilson looking kind of nervous. And lurking in the corners, waiting to pounce is the house robots. First up, Matilda, the kind of girl you wouldn't want to take home to mother. And Shunt. At 240 pounds, it's packing quite a wallop.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And there's the green light from the referee robot, RefBot. And immediately, Silverbox goes steaming right into Close Enough. Close Enough's making some funny noises. This is no way to show up to Robot Wars, just looking like you're gonna break down before one hit. It's unbelievable, but Silverbox is gonna take full advantage advantage of it. Silverbox go in there trying to cut that frame up a little bit, close enough. And it looks like close enough is going to be close, but no cigar. The audience wants the pit. There's Refbot with a countdown. If it gets to 10, that means the robot's immobilized and out of the competition. And there's 10, which is the cue for the housebots to come in for some disposal duty. And Shunt first up on deck to try close enough all the way over to the flipper to get some airborne action. Let's see what kind of air we're going to get out of close enough. See if there's any cigars in the air, because these guys were over before they even started. And here we go. Oh, up and over. Those guys are history. Look at that, up into the wild blue yonder. They're going up to heaven because it's all over for the close enough boys. Shunt dragging him into the barbecue now. Shunt with a little axe in there. And barbecue's not going to do much for those gas engines, I'll tell you that. Could be a big old flame. And Shunt just trying to add a little more insult to injury there. Well, close enough was all talk and no action as Matilda comes in for a little bump and grind. And that's about all she wrote for close enough as her dreams go up into smoke. Refbot's gonna cool things down. That was an easy victory for Silverbox. They sure aren't always that way.
Close enough kind of reminded me of my high school years. Unfortunately, it just wouldn't work. Gentlemen, come on out here. One of those robots, unfortunately, just kind of died out there. And I would take it by the shy smile. That was your guy. What happened out there?
Going out, I lost one motor right away, so I didn't have it. I only had one motor and only made an arc, and that was it.
Well, unfortunately, that was it. I mean, not only did the Silverbox take advantage, but then you were kind of fed to the house robots. How did you feel when this work of passion, a machine that you nurtured, brought to life, was literally destroyed as fans chanted hungrily at all the action?
I'm glad it made a good fire.
It made a very good fire, guys. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Another impressive showing.
Thanks, I guess.
What do you mean you guess? Just because close enough pooped out doesn't mean you guys shouldn't be proud of the fact that you took advantage of them, buried them, put them back several years mentally.
Just a little bit, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you guys advance to the next round, a robot rebellion, a chance ultimately to take on the house robots. They may want to do to you what you did to them. We'll find out when Robot Wars continues. Let's have a nice round of applause for both these teams.
Nice round of applause. Come on, Mick. This is Extreme Warriors. Nice guys finish last. And next up is going to be Greenhouse and Tut-Tut.
Our first bout is through, and one bot survived. Will he regret that win by the end of the night? Stick around and find out. Welcome back. Tonight on Robot Wars Extreme Warriors, we're giving our bots the chance to go up against two of our most deadly house robots. But before they can do that, they gotta beat the scrap out of each other.
That's right, Mick. And here's how it looks so far. Silverbox just skated through. And next up is going to be Greenhouse and Tut-Tut, which means it's time to take the carnage up another level.
Robot Rebellion continues. Our search for the best of the best goes on. With me here is Tut-Tut. So what are you going to do against the greenhouse over here?
The greenhouse is going down. We're going to take it out.
You might be able to do it with a stone. It looks pretty shattery.
Yeah, people with living glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
That's right. Okay, let's say you get past the greenhouse. What are you going to do about those house bots?
I plan on taking on Sir Kill-A-Lot.
Why is that?
Him and I got into a little tuffle early on, and I want to straighten things out.
Ooh, all right. We'll see what happens. Sir Kill-A-Lot's a tough guy. Let's move on over here. We have the greenhouse. What are you guys doing over here? You ready to take on Sir Kill-A-Lot too?
Well, we've got a little bit of a score to settle with Matilda, so we intend on flipping her over the rail.
All right, everybody's got scores to settle here. Let's see what happens.
From Tyler, Texas, the Greenhouse.
And here's how it looks for the 180-pound Greenhouse. Covered in plexiglass, which isn't much in the armor department. It's pretty quick, but if he gets flipped over on his back, it's going to look like a cockroach trying to get back on his feet.
This is Team Bothead, and we're flipping Tut-Tut back to the Dark Ages.
from Chandler, Arizona, Tut Tut.
There's Tut Tut, 205 pounds of pyramid power. With 2 electric motors and that pneumatic axe that if he misses his target, he might get stuck in the arena floor.
My name's Chris Harriman from Team Cyclone. This is Tut Tut, the Egyptian Pyramid of Doom, and we're here to annihilate anybody that gets in our way.
Roboteer, stand by.
There's Greenhouse with Jim Moulton, David Simmons, and Christy Simmons up in the booth. And Tut Tut with the lone 30-year-old Chris Harriman. And joining us in the arena, the Masters of Mayhem, the house robot Shunt at 240 pounds with that diamond edge axe. And last but not least, the sparks are gonna fly with Dead Metal.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Well, the best strategy for Greenhouse is just to try to stay out of the way and stay alive. Whoa, look at that axe off of Tut Tut. If Tut Tut gets a hold of one of those, but wait a minute! Greenhouse has got Tut Tut up on the side, and he lucked out Tut Tut back in action again with that axe, still missing, but look, he's in the arena floor, just like I said. Big danger. Greenhouse is trying to get out of the way. Tut Tut's trying to get, oh! The axe got a little bit blocked by Greenhouse, and Greenhouse is straight in there with that arm, and Tut Tut straight into the top of that plexiglass of Greenhouse. Greenhouse isn't looking too good right now. They got a lot of speed to get out of the way. That's a good thing. And they better get away from Dead Metal because they're up in the corner patrol zone. And the CPC is definitely where you don't want to be because that's where the house robots live. And you get across that line, you're fair game. For up to 15 seconds, you might not survive that one. And there's Chris Harriman's nervous fingers trying to get out of danger. Oh! Tut Tut just pushed Greenhouse right into the pit release, which means, there it is. The audience knows it too. The pit opens up, and it could be all over for one of these puppies. Tut Tut doing a little spin around, trying to get that axe in line to go right into the greenhouse, and into the greenhouse it goes. Greenhouse just spinning its wheels, getting pushed backwards. Tut Tut bringing it ever closer to the pit, but whoa! Tut Tut almost put himself in the pit. Not a good piece of strategy for Tut Tut. Greenhouse is just sitting on the edge there. Gets out of trouble, though. Wow, that was a lucky one for Greenhouse. The Greenhouse is in a headlock with Tut Tut now. Tut Tut with the axe down into the arena floor. Stuck. Look at the hole that thing made. Greenhouse in the corner patrol zone. Tut Tut with the axe in the top. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tut Tut puts Greenhouse in his own tomb and makes his mummy proud.
Well, thank you. One more robot moves on in another round of Robot Rebellion, and one more enters the scrap heap. But a very impressive battle. We're going to be talking to both teams right now. Come on out, gentlemen.
Welcome again, Tut Tut, the Greenhouse team. Now, Tut Tut, I was a little rough on you in the past, claiming to not really know what your machine did. But finally, we see that ice pick reminded me a little bit of Sharon Stone just stabbing over and over again. But at one point, Tut Tut, it looked like your robot had impaled itself into the wood floor. Did you think for a second the Greenhouse team was going to take advantage?
Yeah, I was a little worried when I had myself nailed down there, but luckily I was able to get loose, or somebody knocked me loose. I don't remember which, but...
Got loose and threw them into the pit. But it's going to be an outstanding match when we continue with Robot Rebellion right here on TNN.
And here it is. Silverbox and Tut Tut go through in the first half of the Eliminators, and Tricerabot and Green Mouse up next.
Another epic struggle. Do these robots have anything left for the challenge ahead, or will the house robots end their stories? We will soon see as Robot Wars Extreme Warriors continue. The Robot Rebellion is well underway, with the house robots waiting in the wings. Tonight, the bots are battling for the chance to butt crunch the homeboys. Even if the house bots had emotions, fear would not be one of them. 2 more spots are up for grabs. Let's find out who wants it the most.
All right, Vic, as you know, Silverbox and Tut Tut went through in the first 2 rounds. So here's how it looks for round 3. Tricerabot and the Green Mouse go head-to-head.
No, we're not at the fair. We're heading into our next battle, and this is the Green Mouse. Evan, prove to me that this isn't just all looks.
Well, this thing's got a high-powered pneumatic flipper on it.
A flipper? Where's that?
Right here.
Woo! Look at that. Nose flips over? Yep. What else it got?
It has a really good look to it and some pretty tough armor.
Going up against Tricerabot and the housebots. Come on, it's got to be more than looks and little ears. Come on.
Well, actually, he under all this fur, it's got some tough armor.
Yeah? So you think you take on Tricerabot?
I believe it can.
Guys, I'm here with Tricerabot. I just checked out the competition. Let me tell you something. The Green Mouse is like something that you would wear.
Yeah, but I think they're going to be the only robot in the arena that's on fire more than we are.
That might be so, but how do you think you're going to stack up against them?
I think we're going to hit him straight on with this. And after we've taken him out, we're going to sweep him around on the arena, whatever's handy, the flipper, the fire, the housebots. We'll let them have their way with them.
Which housebot do you want to get Primeval on?
I think Sergeant Bash. So maybe we'll let him flame up on the Green Mouse, and then we'll take care of him.
All right, sounds good. I wish you luck.
From Corvallis, Oregon, Tricerabot.
And there's Tricerabot. This baby's no dinosaur in the arena, I'll tell you that. It's got armor-piercing horns that could go through bulletproof Lexan.
I'm Mike Morrow, leader of Team Juggerbot, and today we brought our most fearsome robot, Tricerabot. Helping me today with Tricerabot is Nicole and Nor. Thanks, Nor.
From Orange County, California, the Green Mouse.
Well, the comedy entrant at 198 pounds, not a weakling, with a pneumatic flipper that can actually do some major damage. Looks like he got a hold of some bad cheese.
Hi, I'm Evan White, team captain of Team Katana. This is Jim. This is my dad, Terry. This is the Green Mouse. We're gonna flip other robots into oblivion.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Tricerabot. And the Neanderthals, Mike Morrow, Nicole Morrow, and Ron Ender. And the Green Mouse with Evan White at the controls. And the ever-present house robots in the third Eliminator battle, Shunt. And the metal-munching mayhem of Dead Metal.
3, 2, 1.
And there's the green light from RefBot, and they're off. The Green Mouse into the middle, scaring away Tricerabot. But wait a minute, Dead Metal's out of his CPC and tore a piece off of Tricerabot. Tricerabot right into the Green Mouse. The Green Mouse with that lifted arm. Can't really get in any good position to use it. But Tricerabot's pushing the Green Mouse right into the pit release. And the pit's going down. There goes the siren. Maybe Mousetrap's been set, but the battle's still on, so it's anybody's game here. Tricerabot trying to still do a little bit of damage to the mouse. The mouse is intact. The mouse is trying to do a little defense. Oh! A little stupid canoopid rampless jump there. The mouse up on its back. It ain't looking good. Look at the air off of that thing. Oh, the mouse up on its side. Tricerabot. Beastie, brutal pushing. And uh-oh, Tricerabot. Oh, no. It's time for a bit of Southern Fried Mouse Extra Crispy. Uh-oh. And RefBot's countdown to 10. You know what that means. It's feeding time for the house robots. And they're hungry. And there's Tricerabot. Still got a little bit of appetite for some destruction. Look at the poor mouse in flames. Aww. Well, don't take it too hard, Evan. You got a lot of years ahead of you. And Shunt takes the mouse to the flipper. How do you like your mouse? Over easy, I hope. That mouse is out of there. And all they can do is just look on in disbelief as the house robots just shred the mouse in flames. It's a sad situation here for the Green Mouse boys as Tricerabot gets one more last dig and puts the mouse into the trap. Watch the pigs.
Well, not a very good day for the color green. First it was the green house biting the dust, and now it's the green mouse biting the dust. But it was a valiant effort, but maybe Tricerabot, just a little bit too much for the green mouse. We're gonna find out, but one thing's for sure, Tricerabot on its way to the next round. Okay, Evan, you're behind the controls of the robot. From what I understand, you've loved robots all your life, right? As an infant, I understand you even drank milk out of a robottle. Not bad, right? But listen, that's a pretty devastating injury. Loss, how do you feel after that?
Well, you build these things to get destroyed and to destroy, so, you know, it's just part of the job.
It's just, yeah, it is the spirit, so it's just part of the job. So you're not necessarily going to turn your back on the world of robotics and turn to, like, soccer or basketball now.
Heck no, we're going to come back and we're going to destroy.
How do you feel? You just devastated young Evan here. You got to feel proud of yourselves.
Well, you know, we're all friends outside the ring, but once you get in the arena, young or old, it's to the death. That's right.
And now I've got to give you credit. Unlike some of our other robots here, you didn't need the house robot's help to put young Evan's green mouse in the pit. You did it all by yourself, set it aflame, and then just destroyed it.
You know, it's too bad that the house bots want us to try and pick on each other before they take us on. It's like they can't take us straight up.
Pretty strong words, and I've got a strong accusation for you. See, before I started wearing flannel, I wore fur vests. Have you been breaking into the Foley house by any chance?
No, I haven't.
All right, well, congratulations, Evan. Thanks for sticking with the world of robots. And we're going to see our team right here moving on to the next round of Robot Rebellion. Thank you very much.
Well, Tricerabot squeaks through. Next up, Rosie the Riveter and Rotbox.
Well, there you have it. 3 bots through, only 1 spot remains. Who's going to shove their pedal through the metal? Stick around. We're back. And after 3 extreme battles, there's only one place left in the ultimate test of toughness. What kind of metalhead is crazy enough to take a swing at the kings of Sting? Let's meet them.
Yeah, crazy is right. Well, the next insanos are Rosie the Riveter and Rotbox, who are down in the pits with Rebecca.
Heading into the next battle, I'm here with Team Mad Cow, checking out the Rotbox. Guys, this thing better be tough because it looks like a coffin.
This here is one tough robot. Our plan is to box up Rosie and send her on home.
Have Rosie pushing up the roses.
All right, tell me about your weaponry.
Well, we put a bunch of these sharp thingies on here, and we plan to put a bunch of holes into Rosie.
Oh, you think you can take on Rosie? She is tough.
No problem.
That is one Mad Cow, but this is one tough robot. Rosie the Riveter, what do you think her chances are?
Good, good.
I do too.
Yeah, there's, you know, it's a sad thing. There's only one thing you can do with a mad cow, and that's kill it. So that's what we're gonna do.
I think the girls are ready to like go milk it and chop it up, and they're all set, huh? Cow's done.
Ground beef for dinner.
Okay, these people are sick.
From Gresham, Oregon, Rosie the Riveter.
Well, Rosie the Riveter is named after Chris Gatman's grandmother, who used to boat planes together in World War II. It's got that battering ram, and it's real patriotic.
Hello, we're Team Thunderbolt. This is our ground mechanic, Private Chris Ender. This is Sharon. She helped build the robot. I'm Chris Gatman. I'm the driver and captain. And this is Rosie the Riveter. This is the last thing that a lot of robots are going to see today.
From Pembroke Pines, Florida, Rotbox.
Rotbox, built by the Mad Cowboys, it's like a workhorse. It's strong enough to pull a pickup truck 14 miles an hour.
I'm Farmer Jason. This here is Farmer Brent. We found this this box in the barn. We call him Rotbox, and we put a little weapon on him. We may be the farmers here, but the other team's going to buy the farm.
Well, that's what happens when cousins marry. Kids, don't try this at home. Chris and Rosie the Riveter crew and Rotbox with Jason and Brent at the controls. And joining you for your destructive pleasure this evening will be the Housebots, Dead Metal, and the Master of Disaster, the Creator of Carnage, the one, the only Sir Kill-A-Lot.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And there's the green light from RefBot. Immediately, Rosie the Riveter starts going to pieces. Pieces all over the arena floor. Now Rotbox is pushing Rosie the Riveter right into the flames and back into the flames for Rotbox. Well, they're made out of wood. They better not stick around there too long. Meanwhile, Rosie the Riveter pushes Rotbox right in between the arena grinders. Rotbox having a little rest there to stay out of trouble, which is probably a good thing because Rosie's got a lot of speed and they're loving it up in the booth. Rosie making mincemeat out of Rotbox, but Rotbox is in the wrong place. They're in the CPC, the corner patrol zone, and Dead Metal is going to take full advantage. You know you don't want to be up in there. Rosie's trying to push him back into the corner, into the capable pinchers of Dead Metal. But now it looks like RefBot's in the action. Oh! Rosie goes into the impartial arms of RefBot. Meanwhile, Rotbox has got a flat and doesn't look like it's going to be moving too far. The Rosie team sees it and wants to go in for the kill. Rosie backing up. Rotbox is just sitting there. We think it's all over. Yeah, and RefBot's doing the countdown. The standing 10 count. It could be all over for the old mad cowboys. The audience wants to see the pit. And here come the Housebots. Sir Kill-A-Lot over the flipper with Rotbox. Oh! Up in the wild blue yonder. Rotbox looks like they're making a trip back to the trailer park and the drawing board as the siren goes for the pit to be opened. Sir Kill-A-Lot goes in with the pincers and puts the Rotbox boys on the flames. Gee, I wonder if the Rotbox boys notice there's a slight design flaw in the materials they use because it's wood. Hello, it's flammable. Dead Metal still just going to try to get a couple digs in before this thing is all over. Well, the clock's ticking down, and it might be time to cue the fat lady, because he's definitely not singing. Sir Kill-A-Lot having one last bit of senseless destruction before this thing is all over. The poor mad cowboys can just sit and laugh about it. The audience knows what's up next. Sir Kill-A-Lot brings the Rotbox boys right over to the pit and in. Slam dunk. Face. Well, that's about all she wrote for this one.
Cease.
Well, it was Rosie the Riveter turning in a riveting performance en route to the final battle in Robot Wars Extreme Warriors Robot Rebellion. We'll find out what went wrong with Rotbox and what went right with Rosie as we speak to both teams right now. First off, congratulations on a job well done. You did very well out there. And Rotbox, I had a chance to speak with you before the big showdown. You told me your guy was good, and well, it wasn't.
I thought we had him there.
I think you were the only two who thought you had him. Now, Rosie the Riveter, both of us being fans of American history, right? Rosie the Riveter, obviously the icon representing the females who went into the workforce to fill the void created when the American GIs went off to fight the forces of evil in World War II, okay? Do you feel kind of patriotic now heading into this final round of Robot Rebellion?
Oh, absolutely. We came and we kicked some butt.
That's true, but do you think maybe you may have incurred the wrath of the House Robots by maybe intentionally taking a shot at our RefBot, who really hasn't ever bothered anybody?
Actually, that was an accident. We blew our back speed controller, which has been plaguing us all weekend, so yeah, that...
Don't try to use
Sorry, RefBot.
You're going into the final round of Robot Rebellion. We don't know which House Robots it's going to be. It doesn't really matter. Who is it that you would most like to face or least like to face, or does it really matter?
I think we'd like some revenge against Sir Kill-A-Lot.
Okay, revenge against Sir Kill-A-Lot. I sense a challenge being made, but a great performance by Rosie the Riveter. Hey, and at least you tried. Let's hear it for both teams, ladies and gentlemen.
But with Rotbox out, that means Silverbox, Tut Tut, Tricerabot, and Rosie the Riveter go through to face the Housebots.
Now we've got them. 4 super-powered Extreme Warrior robots, battle-tested and ready to face the most awesome fighting machines ever built. Can they survive? Like I did. Remember the Undertaker match, Hell in a Cell '98, where I lost that tooth? Ended up in my nose. That was cool. We're about to find out. Don't even think about moving. No thinking. Welcome back to Robot Wars Extreme Warriors Rebellion. We've already seen 4 of the most intense, extreme, and brutal battles we've ever witnessed. And our 4 winners demonstrated some heavy metal and are about to take on the ultimate challenge.
And the ultimate challenge indeed. Now's a chance for a little payback for our 4 winners. Silverbox, Tut Tut, Tricerabot, and Rosie the Riveter. Are they warriors or weaklings? Who cares as long as we see some industrial strength carnage?
So those are our 4 heroes. Are they brave enough to accept the ultimate, or crazy enough to think they've got a hog's chance in hell? Because what they've been fighting for is the opportunity to go up against 2 of our house robots. And boy, have they picked the wrong fight.
You got it right there, Mick. First up, we've got the matriarch of mayhem, Matilda, with 2 prototype electric motors that definitely makes her a beast on wheels. The charmingly named Matilda may not be able to waltz like her Australian namesake, but does have hydraulic tusks and an interchangeable weapon arsenal that can take either her deadly chainsaw or a state-of-the-art flywheel that weighs over 60 pounds. Now that's truly a sting in her tail. As she's powered by a rechargeable battery that helps her move it over 5 yards a second, dancing with her is definitely not recommended. Easily the audience favorite house robot, Matilda's body's fashioned from fiberglass matting, a material which is more resistant to heavy blows than steel. She's driven by a 12-volt motor, and her tusks are operated by a powerful pneumatic carbon dioxide system. And as if that wasn't enough, she's got a 76cc motor that drives her awesome chainsaw tail or her brutal flywheel. Matilda's greatest strength is the extreme toughness of her skin, which is capable of resisting just about any form of attack. Her outer structure is smoother and less complicated than the other house robots, which means attack and blows tend to glance off rather than penetrate. And the second of our deadly duo, Shunt, with a never-seen-before prototype electric motor that's definitely going to give him some serious pushing power. Shunt might be a lightweight in house robot terms, weighing in at over 250 pounds, but he's a heavyweight when it comes to havoc. He moves at a speed of 5 yards a second and has a prototype cold fusion engine capable of dragging a fully loaded Jeep from a standing position to a speed of over 6 miles an hour. Shunt might be the lightest of the house robots, but no opponent's gonna get off lightly when they're at the receiving end of a deadly diamond edge axe blow with a force of over half a ton per square inch. His design's reminiscent of a bulldozer with a rear-mounted scoop and fearsome axe, both powered and pressurized by carbon dioxide. So believe me when I say, Shunt's no pushover.
They are the fiercest fighting machines on the face of the earth. But the teams are stacked 2-to-1 against them. Can they use their superior power to overcome superior numbers? Rebecca?
Thanks, Mick. Checking in with the first 2 teams, getting ready for Robot Rebellion. We got Tut Tut, we got Silverbox. So did you change anything up for the big one?
We've modified our weapon and we've upped our weapon's power, so hopefully we'll stand a chance against the house.
So what did you modify? Let's take a look.
We added a much larger pick on the top. It's a lot more tapered. It should do a lot more damage and be able to dig in a lot further to get to those delicate electronics on the house.
Right, sounds good. Okay, Silverbox, what'd you do?
We basically noticed that our safety plug out the back was a little far out, so we moved it in a little bit. Otherwise, we didn't really sustain much damage in the last one. I think we're set to go.
All right, sounds like they're pretty solid. Let's go check in with the other teams. Chris, can we talk to you for a sec? We checked in with Tut Tut over there, Silverbox. Things are solid over there. How much work? What do you mean? You're worrying me.
Well, right now we've got a motor that we're trying to get the polarity reversed on. We don't know why it
That's kind of important,
itself.
Chris.
And a couple of flat tires, but other than that, we're ready to go. We're not.
Chris, come on, you're taking on the house box.
Yeah.
Fix it
we'll
up.
be ready. It's ready to go.
All right, I'm gonna let you get back to work.
All right.
All right, back up to you, Mick.
Well, they look like they're ready to rumble. It's the showdown you've been waiting for. For the first time, Housebox, Extreme Warriors, head-to-head right here, right after this. They've thrown down the gauntlet. By their very presence in the arena, these Extreme Warriors have staged a rebellion and offended the kings of the castle, the masters of disaster, the robots who put the crush in Crusher. Somebody strike a match. Let's burn this mother down.
Okay, Mick, let's get it on. This is the big one. Here's our 4 final robotic warriors squaring off against the bad boy Housebots. So let's join our our teams with Rebecca down in the pits.
See that tunnel? There is no turning back. It is time to get even with the Housebots. We have the best of the best Roboteers behind me. And are we gonna kill them or what, guys?
Yeah!
Do we got a strategy?
Yeah!
Let's turn them into junkyard scrap!
And here's how it looks. It's Mike Regan's Silverbox from Redondo Beach, California. It's Tut Tut by Chris Harriman from Chandler, Arizona. There's Tricerabot Mike Moros from Corvallis, Oregon. And last but not least, Rosie the Riveter from Portland, Oregon, Chris Gatman, the driver.
Roboteers, stand by.
Time for some shredding. There's Tut Tut and Silverbox with their driver standing by looking real anxious. And there's Rosie the Riveter and Tricerabot. Looks like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon up there. And the Housebots that'll be dealing out the destruction. They're Shunt with that Diamond Edge axe and scoop. Woohoo, doggy. And the matriarch of mayhem, Matilda, with the tusks and the flywheel. You better stay away.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And they're off. Rapbot gets out of the way and Shunt straight into Silverbox. Matilda trying to back up with that flywheel and tears a little bit off a Tricerabot. And there's Shunt again, straight in for some pyramid power. Yes, Tut Tut right up against the rails. And there's Tricerabot trying to get on the wrong side of Matilda. Well, he don't want to do that. No way. But Rosie the Riveter's got some protrusions hanging off. And look, Triceratop's got a bit of Rosie on him, too. Wow. And there's Silverbox trying to ruin Matilda's beautiful complexion with that saw. This could be a huge upset. Wow, these 4-on-2. I mean, you would have never thought that the house robots would take this much punishment. But look at that. Tricerabot straight into the back of the wrong side of Matilda again. And Tricerabot's underneath Matilda. Matilda's up on her side. Let's look at that again. Oh! What a lucky break for Tricerabot. Blindsided Matilda. She wasn't waiting for that one. And now the prehistoric one-man army of Tricerabot goes for a shot. And what's that? There's a little bit of smoke coming over from the side of the arena. Something's happening, folks. I don't know what's going on, but uh-oh. I recognize that music. Oh, no. Now it's a grudge match. Sir Kill-A-Lot has entered the building, and the crowd loves it. Tricerabot trying to get out of harm's way, hits the pit release, and Sir Kill-A-Lot looks bent on revenge. First victim, Silverbox, getting chucked around like a piece of trash. Sir Kill-A-Lot's not having any of it. Tricerabot's trying to do something to the back of Sir Kill-A-Lot, but forget it. He's not going anywhere. Tricerabot, they're all going to try to move in now for the sacrifice. Oh, no! Kill-A-Lot goes up on his face. Tricerabot takes advantage of a little bit of weight distribution. They're going nuts up in the booth. Meanwhile, Silverbox takes a slam dunk. And Tricerabot's trying his best to get Sir Kill-A-Lot, but it ain't gonna happen. Sir Kill-A-Lot's trying to back out of this one. And a I'll tell you, he's done amazing. 4-on-1, and they still couldn't take him down. 10 seconds left. This one's going to have to go to the judges, who'll be marking on style, control, damage, and aggression. I wouldn't want to have to choose. It looks like a tie to me. And there's the judges now. I wouldn't want to have to be in their shoes.
We have all just seen one of the great moments in all of Robot Wars history. They're saying that there is no victor here, but I think everybody knows it was a great moral victory. We said that Sir Killalot showed no fear, that he was not human. I think when we saw him almost going down, down, down into the pit, he was very human and was showing a lot of fear. So what I'd like to do now is bring out all of the Roboteers to celebrate, like what I said, one of the greatest moments in Robot Wars history. Come on out, guys. I mean, backstage, all the experts were saying it couldn't be done. I was even planning on being out here myself and saying goodbye because nobody thought that the house robots could even be approached. I consider it a great upset. How do you feel about it?
Oh, it was great. Really, I mean, it was teamwork, basically, that took care of it.
And now the team of Rosie the Riveter, what do you have to say about that? Because it looked like your robot was just trying to get that little bit of extra gas. If it hadn't been for the fact that Silverbox was in the pit, I think that Sir Killalot would have taken the dive.
That's right. Yeah, all we could do was jab, so we were just going to hit him as hard as we could, straight back and forth motions, and use them to turn us, and it helped us hold them for a little bit.
It certainly did. Now, I've got to admit, I thought you guys looked foolish with those furs on you, but right now you're looking mighty impressive.
Again, I have one thing to say. Sir Killalot has left the building.
Sir Killalot has left the building. Now, guys, I think we all deserve to take a look at some of these highlights. Not just a highlight of these shows, but I'm certainly sure a highlight of your Roboteer careers. Let's take a look.
It all started out with Shunt back in Tut-Tut up against the rails. And then he went after Rosie the Riveter. But then Tricerabot put Matilda up on her side, making it a 4-on-1. And who got into the ring but Sir Killalot to get a little bit of revenge. But then Tricerabot timed the hit just right and upset Killalot.
History has been made at Robot Wars Rebellion. For Rebecca Grant, this is Mick Foley saying until next time, fight on!